Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Tandy. Today we're going to be working on Tyvar Jubilant Brawler, and we'll be working on Tyvar Jubilant Brawler all week. This new Planeswalker for 3 mana gives you uh, not only the ability to have all of your activated abilities have haste, but you also can untap those creatures to get extra uses, as well as return them from the graveyard to the battlefield with a -2. Tyvar on an empty board can just minus and hope to mill 3 and hit a creature, which I really like. Um, Giving haste to Priest of Forgotten God so they can activate immediately turns this card from what is essentially a fairly strong engine card that's a little bit slow into an absolute powerhouse. And I really can't stress how powerful Priest of Forgotten Gods is with Tyvar. Just being able to play it and activate it on the turn you cast it is a huge deal. This build has a big emphasis on the collected company. We're working within the confines of that with our creature suite. We're not playing any 4-drop creatures or beyond. Our 3-drops are Catacomb Sifter, a card that works really well in a sacrifice deck because it lets you scry and hopefully find another CoCo or something like Zooport Cutthroat. We're also playing Woe Strider, a card that lets you sacrifice for 0 mana, so you can do combo kills with Zooport Cutthroat. It also makes a goat and has escape. And then we have a couple of Midnight Reapers, which are a nice little payoff for sacrificing things. We have 2 main and 2 board. I don't think this card's that good against aggro decks, so I'm kind of splitting them. But I do think the card's great in a deck like this. The Priest of Forgotten Gods, while you do have to sack 2 creatures, it shouldn't be that hard to get 2 creatures onto the table, with Woe Strider and Catacomb Sifter both generating an extra creature when you cast them. A bunch of Dead Elves, and the Priest sacrificing things lets you have the ability to minus Tyvar for extra value. Since there's no ultimate on this card, it's essentially just a mana generator with the +1, or giving you the ability to return something from the graveyard. But the static is the powerful part in this shell, I think. Mana base is pretty straightforward. We have a lot of untapped green on 1 for Elvish Mystic. We're trying to play a lot of green-black dual so we can go 1-drop into black 3-drop. The 2-drops though are where we're kind of comboing. Zooport Cutthroat is going to allow us to essentially drain our opponents out from without having to use the combat stat, which I like. Prosperous Innkeeper is going to gain us enough life, so Midnight Reaper is not too damaging, and it also gives us the ability to ramp into Collected Company without the creature that it's making the mana dying. You know, like we can play Innkeeper on 2, doesn't matter if it dies, we can still CoCo on 3, right? That's a pretty big deal. And then last but not least, we're trying out 1 copy of Vran Executioner Thane. This is kind of just like a 5th Zooport Cutthroat, but it only triggers once per turn. The cool thing though is you can trigger once on your opponent's turn and once on your turn. So if you have something like Woe Strider or Catacomb Sifter, you can kind of schedule it so that you drain 4 life per round, which is pretty powerful for just a 2-drop. Now, it is legendary. We're only playing the 1. We could play a second one, but I already had to cut a Prosperous Innkeeper, so I didn't really want to cut too much more. 22 land might actually be too many. There's a chance that we only want 21 lands. I haven't played that much yet with it. We also might want some DFCs that are lands, like Tangle Bloom or whatever it's called, Tangled Florhedron or something. Sideboard, we got a couple Reclamation Sage to find off CoCo for Disenchanting. I might want more Disenchants. We have the 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Push. This is going to come in against aggro decks. This is going to come in against control decks and combo. 2 more Midnight Reaper, which is going to be great against things like Rakdos. Even if they kill this, you still draw a card, which is nice. And if our engine's going, it's incredible. And then 3 Scavenging Ooze as our anti-graveyard measure because it's just another thing for CoCo. All right, let's go ahead and play some matches. We'll be on the play. Opening hand is pretty good. We'll keep. We don't have anything to do with elf mana. I'm hoping that's not a common occurrence. We might want to play a more split creature base if elves end up being pretty weak. But I think turn 1 elf into turn 2 Tyvar is pretty good, right? I'm a little afraid of having too many lands that enter tapped for CoCo. You know, like if we draw another Blooming Marsh or the you know, Hive of the Eye Tyrant or whatever, it could be a little sketchy. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and get Tyvar down, and I think I'm going to minus. Try to hit. Yes. Maybe I should have just played Zulaport. I don't know though. I feel like if I just hit a creature there, it's actually just crazy, right? Because then they're just so split on having to deal with too many things. Like right now, if they go like land stomp, they're pretty incentivized to hit Tyvar. If I don't minus, they're incentivized to hit Elf because it doesn't die. And then I guess I can just minus and get the Elf back, and then it has haste, and I can CoCo. Maybe that's better. Maybe the minus on Tyvar is not that good if you don't have more 2-drops. Maybe we just need to be playing more 2-drops for it. Opponent taking their sweet time. Plays a Werewolf Pack Leader. Excellent. All right, so we are going to main phase this CoCo because of Tyvar. Because we can activate things at instant speed or with haste. All right, so any order is fine. We'll go activate. Okay, I'll sack this and this. Then we'll play Zulaport. Bottom to land. Bottom to land. This is really where it starts cooking, right? Priest of Forgotten Gods plus Tyvar. Oh, I should. I didn't have the black mana, so I'll just untap this, and then we can use this at instant speed, right? So if they play something hasty, we have the ability to eat it if we want to. I'll probably not though. Hey Tandy, which Mind Splice apparatus shell has the most legs? You think? I'm not sure. They all seem pretty good, honestly. You should have untapped the elk before activate. Oh yeah, good call. And then I would have had an extra green floating. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, so let's go black green for Zulaport. Play elf. Have it for a green. Should I untap the elf again? Probably. Yeah. We'll keep the 2 Zulaports around. I guess we can just keep this on top so that we can have something to cast this turn. I haven't played a land yet. We can also maybe sack Lair the Hydra next turn. And I guess I could save the Beseiju and blow up the Mutavault. That's probably fine. We can tap the Elf still. Next turn we can minus on the Tyvar. We think about green white hammer cats. I don't know. So what are they gonna take? All right, we'll just Beseiju, I think, in response. They're very close to being dead. We have this Lair of the Hydra. I wonder if they're gonna shock. I guess, should I attack with the priest or should I sack? Oh, I think I might have had a kill this turn if I just... I might still have a kill. This is 6. Yeah, so we'll target you and me. So first we'll sack these 2. And then we'll sack this and this. Yep. Nice. Maybe the sack was Zulaport instead of Catacomb? No, we had lethal. I just had to find it. Milla TK, thanks for the 6 months. Thanks for the Prime Gamer sub. Appreciate you, family. All right, so they're just Gruul stuff. We're going to bring in Rex Age because of the Acrone War. Maybe Midnight Reaper. They're going to get a lot more interactive. I don't love Fatal Push or Thoughtseize or Ooze. Let's see. We are going to trim. Maybe we can't do the Midnight Reapers. Singing of Tyvar -2. Yeah, Tyvar -2 there could have been great as well, since we can activate multiple times. Especially because we could go like uh we could maybe sack our own thing to its own ability and then get it back and then do it again, but I think that's like the same as untapping it basically. I don't know, doesn't matter. We had a million ways to win the game, figured it out. Um hmm. I don't have a ton to cut. Maybe Catacomb Sifters, but I think they're important for the CoCos. This is always the part where it gets really difficult to sideboard because collect a company means you can't really trim a ton of stuff. So we can just like do some trimming, I guess. We're in the draw with elves. I want to see how Varan is. I'm gonna leave it. So all we figured out there was that turn 2 Tyvar is cracked, right? That was pretty good. Although I definitely, instead of minusing, I think I should have just, I had a second elf, I think, right? Or did I? I don't actually know. I didn't have another elf. Untapping elf wasn't anything. So Joan, on the Hammercats thing, I haven't seen the white green version. I don't know what green adds to the shell, but I actually did see a version that looked pretty good that was mono white. I think Pascal Maynard used it to top 8 his local RCQ. He said the deck wasn't very good, but Magic players are often downplaying their own accomplishments, you know. Yeah, if the priest is not killed, the game's over pretty aggressively. All right, so we'll be able to use the priest next turn. Hopefully, we draw mana to do something with it. We probably aren't going to play Tyvar next turn. All right, Croton is going to steal priest. I'm going to play Midnight Reaper, offer the trade with the Werewolf Pack Leader to draw a card. If they want to activate priest and sack 2 things, their deck's not that well set up to do it, but obviously they can. They can even steal the Midnight Reaper if they want. Oh yeah, MLK, I'm pretty happy about it. Thoughts on Tyvar Elf Ball? We're going to be testing that probably tomorrow, Googly. Today we're going to be working on sack decks, but I'm going to be doing Tyvar stuff all week. Okay, so they're going to give something haste and attack. We'll obviously make a trade if they want to attack. They're going to attack with this and Pack Leader. Should I play the CoCo now, just so they don't flip this? Yeah. Plus, we might hit Reclamation Sage. All right, well, they're just going to give us our priest back. Awesome. Were you on anyone's testing team? No. I haven't been on a testing team in a long time. Yo, Aaron, I'm actually gonna start playing some standards soon. I need to do some testing for DreamHack San Diego, or the one on the West Coast. I forgot if it's San Diego or maybe it's Anaheim. Anyway, um, that's what I'll be doing coming up soon. Are you playing the PT this weekend? No, I'm not qualified. I did qualify for the RC coming up in a few months, but I am postponing my qualification because I'm doing commentary. I know fire trucks, but it's been pretty good, huh? If we get to untap without being dead here, that's going to be a Poggers champion. All right, so this is just going to double block here. They can only kill one. And double block here, only lose one. I think both are pretty decent trades. So we lose the Catacomb and the Priest. We get to scry one. Bottom Brawler. All right, let's go Woe Strider. And we'll sack the two little guys. Then we'll play Tyvar and minus and get back another guy. We'll get back, I guess, another Priest. And then we can activate Priest now. Can we do anything with the mana? I think we haven't played a land yet, so if we draw a land, we can play a 3-drop. Still, all right, that's fine. We can just go again next turn. They can use the lair to kill the Jubilant Brawler, but that's fine. We got plenty of value out of our stuff. Sifter Tyvar, yes. Sifter Tyvar, and then if we drew land, we were going to play another thing. Play another 3-drop, then Tyvar? Yeah. Either way, it would have worked, right? Because the minus gets a creature back regardless. Yeah, the Virtual Haze fetch is pretty powerful. The card itself is just very, very good. It's really unique too in the gameplay patterns it offers. All right, so they're taking a damage here. I think they're trying to activate the lair for one. Nope. Playing a Chariot. That's okay. We can grind through that with Catacomb Sifters and such. So we can play Innkeeper before we do anything else and gain some life. All right, so let's go. The untap is only really works here on the Priest because we don't have an elf. Let's go Catacomb Sifter. And now we can play a 3-drop 2 off of the token. All right, so let's go use. We sack. Maybe I just sack Innkeeper and Scion. Cancel. What I want to do here. We can just play a Woe Strider, right? If we sack the Scion for mana and use the Priest, but then we have to sack Sifter and Innkeeper, and all we're getting is the cats. All right, I'm gonna sack these two, and then we're just gonna play the Cutthroat. Tapped land's not gonna be that helpful, so we'll put it on bottom. All right, so we'll go for Woe Strider for max blockers. And then we'll just untap this. Turn off auto yield. And we can, I guess we'll just do it again, huh? Keep the Woe Strider, make them sack the token, then we'll play Zulaports. Keep all the 3-drop creatures, I guess. That's the thing about this card. Being able to untap it's gross, giving it haste is gross. Every part of this deck is pretty crazy with Tyvar. Scoos is okay. It doesn't really stop Tyvar either, because Tyvar doesn't, I don't know. They keep taking a damage from this when they don't have to. Alright, so they can activate this and attack. We'll definitely, I guess we'll double block. And then we can just eat maybe both creatures next turn. They don't have a token to get, but a double block here I think makes sense to keep our Tyvar alive. You even care about 4 damage? No, but I care about Tyvar. The minus on Tyvar is still very good, especially for getting back Zoodle ports. Alright, so let's go Catacomb Sifter. Minus on Zoodle port. Van, this thing might be fucking crazy, right? 2, 3, 4. So we get to play Tyvar minus. I don't think I'll need it. I'm gonna bottom. I kind of just want another mana. Any body's fine too, I guess, as well. So we'll go Tyvar. Untap this. Elf. Make you sack. I think this is lethal, actually. GG. All right. I don't think that this hand is particularly good, but we'll see if it's any even playable, right? But like, you know, this is the core of the deck. Blooming Marsh, Thoughtseize. This could be what you calls it? Greasefang? Greasefang's probably a tough one. Although the priest works in nice ways. Oh wow. What's up, Red Eyes? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Doing pretty good. Our deck worked really well in our first match against Gruul Vehicles. Gruul Vehicles had a pretty great weekend, so feeling good against them is great. We're playing against another Tyvar deck. Tyvar plus Bloodtithe Harvester is pretty powerful. A little scared of it, honestly. So they can just plus and untap, or they can minus and look for a creature. They're going to plus. All right, we'll start with Catacomb Sifter since the 2/3 part doesn't straight up die to the Harvester. Now they can go minus on the token, bring it back, get a blood token, minus on the Sifter. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. We're gonna look for like CoCo, Tyvar of our own. Oh, and they're doing this shit too with the Tyvar. So this card is pretty fucked up. There's a combo with the enchantment. Someone, if that's a good if that ends up being, oh wow, our opponent might have fucking broke it. Honestly, no cap, no joke. Our opponent may have broken the format. A fair version of Tyvar with a combo. What's the combo? So Herald Unites the Elves can bring back an elf or Tyvar card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is a shapeshifter that counts as all creature types and can copy and become Tyvar Unites. And so then you have to have a second Morit, and it mills you, right? Mill 3 cards. And then on the last one, you get back Tyvar, and then the Tyvar can minus and get back Oracle. So they have 2. You're going to see it here if they have it, but it's Moritz plus copy. I'll just let it play out. But they just become Tyvar Unicels, and they're legendary, right? Because of the Morit. You will. I think this is the new Splinter Twin. They'll probably have to do something about it. I think this deck's too powerful. I think the combo is too easy to assemble. It's like all graveyard stuff, and all you do is cast one Herald Unites. So it's just like, oh, you self mill a little bit, and then you very easily combo kill with just one Herald Unites. It is vulnerable to graveyard stuff, but it's fucking crazy. Yeah, but they can just win the game with Blood Tithe Harvester and using Tyvar to bring it back and things like that. Like, the deck doesn't have to have this crazy amount of self mill, and I think the best version is probably going to have very little actual self mill, maybe just like Seder Wayfinders or whatever. Yeah, this is a new combo. It's pretty gross. Britton DeCandio posted it on Twitter yesterday or day before. So we can get a look at most of their graveyard. But yeah, it's Jund, right? So you play Fables. The only trick is sometimes you draw the Thassa's Oracle and you don't really have a good way to cast it. Maybe there's like some way to generate some sort of tokens. I'm not sure. But this is the combo, right? And then the last one gets back Tyvar, and then Tyvar gets back Thassa's Oracle, and then we get decked. Isn't the solution to just ban Oracle? Yeah, but they're not going to do it 4 days before the event or whatever. We're bringing the Scoozes and the Rex Sages, and maybe the Thoughtseizes. All right, so I'm going to try to get the Rex Sages and the Scoozes in. The Rex Sages might not be that good, but maybe they're okay. In fact, I think I'm going to cut them because they're kind of just comboing when they cast their Tyvar. But the Oozes are good. They can eat stuff in the graveyard mid-combo. Cut the Vran. Actually, I'm never going to cut the Vran. I'm going to cut the Innkeepers. My life total is not going to be under much duress. I might want Thoughtseizes. I don't really know over what, though. Maybe Priest isn't that good here. Maybe I'm just like a bad beatdown deck, but I don't know. They probably have some stuff. Time for Deathrite Shaman to make a comeback? Yeah, maybe. Seems like it could be really good with Tyvar, honestly. All right, we have a great opener. I'm probably going to go for the turn 2. Turn 2 Tyvar minus. All right, opponent's on 6. We have a really good opener, though. If I draw another elf, I'll go Tyvar elf. As long as I don't get Thoughtseizes pushed. All right. So if they take Tyvar, we'll just probably play Woe Rider, but I might lead with Midnight Reaper in case they are interactive on 2 or 3. All right, they took my Tyvar. I think that's correct. And again, we're going to go Midnight Reaper. Hell, if I can get their list, I might play it tomorrow. But I do want to work on the Priest of Forgotten Gods today as much as I can. But a Jund build with a Harvester might be better than Black Green anyway, right? I could just play Harvester in this deck, and it would probably just make Tyvar better. All right, let's attack with Midnight Reaper. All right, we'll draw a card. Didn't draw the land for the CoCo. So I'm going to go for Tyvar, I guess. And I'm just going to minus, try to hit. Get back Priests. Great hit. Great mill, great hits. Could have got back Elf to not necessarily ensure CoCo, but to make it easier. All right, they hit a land. Yeah, giving things virtual haste kind of breaks the engine a bit, Jords. Yeah, I don't know that I want to play Fable, but Fable in their build's kind of cool. See if they have the push. We'll go for untap. And we'll go for a CoCo. All right, cool. Any order's fine. Alright, so we'll get a token off of this. We'll sack Elfin token, draw a card, make them sack the Wayfinder. We'll play another Priest. It might be Zulaport. They're like pretty close to being dead. We can also just go like end of turn, sack Priest of Forgotten Gods to drain them for 3, and then untap, and they should be dead to a million things. Alright. Yeah, that was a great turn. Getting to untap with a Tyvar is cool stuff. Alright. What do we got here? A pretty weak hand. Not interactive, no Tyvar. I'm gonna keep. I don't think we can just like mulligan every hand that doesn't have Elf or Tyvar. And they probably have like a bunch of removal anyway, so like keeping Elf heavy hands is fine, but not always great. Mean with the gods. See, this is the part of the deck that I don't think is that good. Is the cards like this. You know, this is like Grizzly Salvage might be better, but I guess you can get an enchantment, so maybe Commune's great. Is that creature or enchantment? So they kept Wayfinder. I'm gonna go Sifter. Just because we don't have anything cool to do with Tyvar just yet. And then if they also kill our elf, we can just Tyvar minus and get it back. Tyvar minus, they get back Harvester, they can use it immediately to kill elf, that's okay. We'll scry, bottom of land since we have plenty of mana. Alright, so let's go 1 at Tyvar, 2 at face. And I'll go Tyvar minus, get back elf, or if I get something better, I'll get that, but minus a guarantee here is pretty good. I'm gonna get back Scooz, I think. Force them to kill that before they do any combo-y stuff. Elf is good with Tyvar, but I think Scooz is better in general for the matchup. We also don't have like a good sack outlet here. Okay, so they do have push on their deck. It's good to know. We don't need another Zulaport. We'll just get rid of it. Next turn we can play Vran and Zulaport. Untap something after attacks. All right, well, we drew the CoCo. I'm going to do that instead because we can hit cool stuff, and then we can use Tyvar to unload. Good. Any order's fine. So we'll go Edict you, sack Sifter and the token. We'll draw a card. I have played a land, so I'm going to bottom this. But Seiju's okay for against Fable, though. I'm going to go untap this. I'm going to play Vran and say go. Priest was Tyvar's Pog. Yeah, it makes CoCo just fucked up. Like, every time I hit Priest off CoCo, I just feel like I'm playing a different format. Just feels super disgusting. All right, so they didn't discard any of the combo pieces. They need 2 of the blue-green legend in the yard. And then play the Tyvar thing from hand. So they can play a Tyvar thing from hand and get back Tyvar. And then minus and get back a creature. All right, Satyr Wayfinder. Let's hope it's not too scary for us. They did hit 1 Morit. They get back Stomping Ground. What's the combo they have? 2 Morits coming back to copy Tyvar Saves the Elves or whatever it's called. It just lets you mill 3, mill 3, mill 3, mill 3, mill 3, mill 3. And then the last one get back Tyvar, and then that Tyvar gets back the Thassa's Oracle. All right, so they have 1 Morit. They need 1 more Morit in the graveyard to combo. Alright, I'm not gonna sack. We're probably gonna end up minusing the Tyvar here. CoCo's pretty scary. Can we kill them with 2 Zulports? That's the question. I don't think I have enough food. I can also just get back Scavenging Ooze. We play 2 Zulports. We can't quite kill them. Maybe I want Cartel Risk Scrap. Another thing to get back with Tyvar. The Priest doesn't feel that good here. So maybe it's just attacking is the way to go. And then just get back Scoos, play Scoos from hand, have 2 Scoozes up. I'm going to attack with these 2. If they want to double block, I think that's fine. You think we have lethal if we play both Zulports? Are you sure? We play Zulport. We sacrifice. We have to sack 2 things, right? So I guess we sack Vran and Reaper. Make 2, play another Priest. And then we sack 2 Priests. Something like that. And then I guess we have a minus as well on the Tyvar. Alright, 2 Chumpers. Okay. I'm gonna go minus. I'm gonna just get back 2 Scoozes. I didn't do the math. I didn't feel like doing the math. We don't have a sack outlet. I guess we have a sorcery speed sack outlet, but we don't have an instant speed sack outlet. Alright, so let's go ooze. Ooze. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a Morit. Say go. Harald Unites. So this is a target, right? You may put an Elf or Tyvar card. So I guess we just wait and hit Oracle. So they get back Tyvar. None of these targets, so it's like hard for Tyvar to stop it. It was Xaxes? Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't sure. And I didn't feel like counting. How do they recur Morit? Herald Unites the Elves brings back Morit. I may have messed up. We might be in trouble here. I guess I should have edicted in response to something. Pretty sure they're dead, though. Pretty cool turn from them, though. All right, so let's go attack with Vran. And we can sack. We can make ourselves sack as well, so we'll just kill him. Elf, 2 Cutthroats. All right, so we'll make us both sack. So I'll sack. Start with Elf and Vran. Nice. GG. Maybe if this deck is good, Fetch, we'll see. All the cards feel pretty good, you know? Elves, Tyvar, Cutthroat, Priest. Alright, well, this might be a true test on the draw against the Elf deck without Elves of our own. I guess we're just in Tyvar City, huh? Well, we're gonna get shit on because we don't have targeted removal. I guess I go for a priest. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to get out of this too well. But we can go next turn, Catacomb Sifter, make them sack, draw a card, Zulaport. Turn after, maybe we go CoCo, sack something. We're just gonna go get widened. Priest doesn't seem good in this matchup. It's very good on the play, and if they don't have like an early Dwight delete, sometimes it's even okay against the other guy too. We'll be bringing in some interaction though. But if they have cord, they can cord for 3. Yeah, but this deck with like Dwight and delete and stuff. What the fuck? I'll block. They're gonna cord for 2, or so, I guess, and get the. All right. We can't beat it this draw anyway. It doesn't matter. They have cord for the 1/1 that gives everybody +1/+1. All right, we'll bring in 4 pushes. I'm not currently planning on going to Philly, but I mean, if it's free to go and free entry and free hotel or whatever, might just have to make a trip, you know? Yeah, now we can go priest plus push. This hand is very good. Turn 2, priest push. Turn 3, CoCo, activate priest. Now, we could miss on priest. That's certainly possible because we trimmed some creatures, but. All right, let's go. Is it just priest elf? And maybe just push a better creature? Probably. And now next turn we can push plus CoCo plus priest. What's up, Cygnus? How you doing today, buddy? Oh, that sounds cool. It looks like you're just playing the best spells in the format altogether, which seems pretty sweet. I don't know. I really don't know shit about standard, so I know that you regularly break it though. Circle O Dreams Druid, eh? All right, let's go CoCo. Yo, no cap. Thanks for the follow. All right, so it's probably just the sack creatures for now, just to get more fuel for the fire. Because I'll probably just have to activate every turn for the rest of the game. Yeah. What's up, Will? Bottom the lands. Bottom the elf. That's kind words, Kaiba. Your go, I guess. I guess I missed some. No, I had to CoCo first, so maybe I should have tapped elf, use the black mana from the priest. Yeah, easy. All right. So we're in the draw now. I still don't know if Thoughtseize is right. We just want to priest and push, right? Maybe we can cut Zulaport Cutthroat. Maybe we just win the game through attrition. Appreciate the Prime Gamer sub. All right, we'll keep this hand. Oh, yeah. Think this configuration looks good? I think so too, Roy. We might get beat by other elf decks because we're just like not the greatest elf deck in the world or whatever, but hopefully we get bailed out by these CoCos. Maybe I should be playing stuff like Fleshbag Marauder in the sideboard, or just things that when they ETB or get sacrificed, they kill creatures. But the elves feel like a good hedge, right? But it just looks so bad against like War Master or whatever. All right, here we go. These are the scary turns, the scary games. War Master's uncontested, Elves uncontested. We don't have sweepers, right? So we're just a slightly slower CoCo deck than them. It is Iqui, but I don't think it does enough. I actually had that in my build on Arena. This is fucking terrifying. This is also terrifying. All right, well, I really don't have a good way out of this. I think Circle of Dreams Drew is just going to kill me. I think I have to draw... I have to draw Fatal Push for the Leaf Crown Druid and just hope that they have nothing. Yeah, I don't even know what I can draw. Our deck's just like not that well equipped to deal with this type of thing. We're just getting overrun, so I'm just going to concede. Doesn't matter. Tough matchup, I think. I don't know that we'll need it. I don't think Elves is going to be that big of a deck. But this is, you know, a particularly bad matchup for us just because, you know, they're doing the same stuff, but they ignore the opponent and we're trying to interact, and our interaction's not that good. This is a really good opener. If they don't kill our elf on one, I can't imagine we lose because we get to go Tyvar. Nightclubber's also a great pun. Yeah, I agree. All right, elf down. We'll play priest on 2. Now if we draw something cool, like a Catacomb Sifter or Woe Strider, we can go play it, make them sack, get cast Zulaport. Play the song. You got it. So we can go Innkeeper, Zulaport, sack both, make them sack, but we can't use the mana. But I think we got to do it just to make sure our priest survives longer. Also, we get to draw a card, so it's not that big a deal. And we could also maybe draw something. We didn't, but that's okay. If we draw a land next turn, we can go Sifter, sack both, play Tyvar minus, get something back. A lot of life total changing going on. Yes. All right, so they're probably going to take Tyvar. We do have the Midnight Reaper and Sifter. Both are pretty good against Rakdos mid, which I guess is what we're playing against. Mas Forte, thanks for 10 months. Welcome back. Appreciate you. All right, let's try to draw a land. We'll scry. Tap Hydra again. I think we're at the bottom. Because I really want to play this Reaper. Nice. Now if they kill it or my priest, I get to draw a card. If they play Shieldred, we just go elf, sack these 2, make them sack Shieldred. Okay, nice. Midnight Reaper honestly looks great, especially with the elves. I kind of want to go up play more of them. All right, let's go Tyvar minus, get back priest, and play elf. How's it going, Tanny? Pretty good parallelograms. How are you doing? All right, Mouse Forte. I think this deck's good though, for real. For real, for real. All right, Trespasser's fine. All right, I'm gonna make a mana. We're gonna sack Reaper and Lazotep, and we're gonna draw a card. Or draw two, excuse me. Keep the jelly rolling, as they say. All right, so we'll go CoCo, Sifter, Elf. Nice, nice, nice. All right, two more Reapers in. I don't want push or Thoughtseize. I don't want Scoos too much. Reclamation Sage might be okay to kill Fable. Maybe they have something on the sideboard that's annoying. You can trim Innkeeper. I'm gonna trim the Vran. Although actually, I think I'm gonna keep the Vran. I'm gonna trim a Zulaport. I don't think we really win the game that way. We kind of win the game by just like outlasting them. They're gonna have a lot more answers for a priest, and they're gonna have some sweepers, but it's okay. Any other 3-drop besides Sifter? No, but you can play Lazotep Reaver, or the 2-drop Lazotep guy. That's what I was playing when I was playing it on Arena and Explorer. But I might also go up to 4 Midnight Reapers in that build, because you just kind of want more ways to keep the engine rolling, you know? All right, Elves didn't die. That's pretty important. 2 mana probably to kill it, or they're just waiting for some reason. All right, just play your spells, Tandy. Play your spells. All right, well, we're gonna eat that easily, and then play another one. I'll put the Woe Strider into the graveyard. I think that's okay. Getting untap with Priest is so sick. All right. Well, maybe I should have done it the other way. Catacomb Citra this turn might get us a land. Hopefully it's a green source, untapped. It's definitely Sifter. And then we can just sack a priest and the Scion so we get more scries. Top's fine. Top's fine. I'm going to play Midnight Reaper. If they go for Extinction Event, they just get these two. We still have Priest, and we have another one of this and this maybe next turn with a land. Playing these on green because they have Urborg. Stomp's fine. We'll draw a card. Don't want an elf. Midnight Reaper's been awesome. Been hosing them. CoCo's a nice one. All right, we'll just attack. No reason to main phase CoCo. I guess it turns this tonight, so if they have a third Trespasser, it's big, but... Shieldred. Alright. Alright, found Midnight Reaper Woe Strider. Any order's fine. We'll draw 2, lose 2, or draw 1, lose 2. I'm just gonna say go. I'm gonna CoCo again. We are all odd right now, which is a little awkward. We can draw a lot of cards. Alright, I'm just hoping they don't go for land extinction event. We'll look for evens, so we get priest and Zulaport. That's fine. And then Thoughtseize is fine. I'm not going to F6. I guess I might not even sack anything. I guess I should probably sack some stuff because I have the Zulaport. But the Shield Red makes it somewhat painful. Okay, they're dead. It doesn't matter. With the Varan, we got Midnight Reapers for days. I guess we're gonna draw too many cards. All right, so we'll go start off with Varan. I'm gonna sack. Let's see. I'm gonna draw what 4 cards off of this. So I'm gonna take 8 from the Shield Red and gain back 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess I have to sack Midnight Reapers to start, so I don't die to the Shield Red triggers. Don't really want the lands. I don't really want another priest either. I don't really know what I want. All right, so now we can go. They're just dead to the Zulaport, right? So we'll just go elf, elf. All right, and then we'll just go sack for Zulaport. Yeah, they're gonna make me do it. You goddamn right. I'll definitely keep this one. Planes. All right, well, we'll see if this is that mono white mid range deck. Yeah, I agree, Roy. I felt like we were just able to use it more aggressively against them because we have so many ways to generate 2 bodies or whatever. Okay, this should be a pretty easy matchup for us. Gonna go for Tyvar. Let's see if I Tyvar tick up. Next turn we can do some really sick stuff. Next turn we go Catacomb Sifter, untap L, Priest, activate Priest. They sack Bishop. That's fine. All right, so we go Priest, untap. Then we can play another Priest. I don't think I need another Tyvar for a little while. Timothy. Oh, they sacked that one? That makes sense, I guess. Maybe I should have kept the Zulaport. All right, they're gonna main phase CoCo. I guess we can go like Innkeeper, Priest, sack, Catacomb, Innkeeper, draw, play Woe Strider, something like that. Bishop's getting a lot of triggers here. We're in a lot of trouble, actually. The Bishop is very bad for us. I mean, I just don't really know what I'm supposed to do, right? They just were able to overload me with the Bishop. That sucks. They sacked the token, so now Tyvar's not going to take anything. So they get a bunch more life and another thing. They're at 43, chats. Let's see. So we can go bring back an elf. We can play CoCo. I can play Innkeeper Priest, activate Priest. We can get back elf or priest. I guess we're just gonna sack it, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna float a green. Sack these two. They'll sack the spirits. Play Sifter. Go. Alright. Really powerful turn, but the Bishop of Wings is just invalidating most of my stuff. I'll bring in Fatal Pushes in the matchup, and maybe we'll be okay. Them just like being able to play around my priest with this is just disgusting. This sucks. Normally, priest is just really cracked in this scenario, but Bishop just puts too much pressure on me. I mean, this is turn 5, and I've activated priest like every turn since turn 3, and they just have a massive board. You win. It's fine. Alright, Fatal Push for sure. I trim the Midnight Reapers and the Innkeepers. Okay, we'll keep. I don't think they'll play 1-drop, so I don't need to hold up push on one. This is not the greatest hand. We don't have our engines at all, but we do have CoCo. CoCo could find some stuff. Seizes could be good too. I don't think you can ever board in both. If you board in push and seize, I think you just go down too far on creatures. So if you want to though, you can try to fit it in, but your CoCos will just be complete dog shit. Alright, we'll play Elvish Mystic and another Zulaport and attack for 1. Splendid Angel. I will just say go. We can push a couple things, but we can't push this until we do a sacrifice effect. So we'll just CoCo looking for something cool. Maybe we should have a bunch of like Fleshback Marauders in the deck. That would make our CoCos a bit stronger. Main phase of CoCo. Okay, we'll see what happens here with these. Just an angel. Okay, let's play our own and see if we hit a way to push this. We didn't. So we'll take Zulaport. I guess Innkeeper just to gain some life. And then we can push. I don't really care about taking the 3 damage. I think I'm going to push the one that can block. I can do it at any point off the treasure, so I'll just wait and see in case I draw something else that I want to use it for. Alright, so let's go black. Still here. We're going to minus and try to hit something cool. We missed. Swinging for a bunch. We're going to lose our Tyvar, but that's okay. I wanted to try to get another creature in play. They're at a spot where they can't really block that well. because we have 3 Zool ports. But mostly we just want to hit like a sack thing. All right, Kayla's is pretty scary. It's only for 2 though, so it's basically the same as a CoCo. So Bishop plus Valkyrie's a ton of life. Like they get a token off of this. That's gonna give them enough to turn this on. This is why playing against Angels fucking sucks, man. It's just like, you know, they were at 14 and now they're at 30. It's like, you know, what am I supposed to do? All they did is cast Kayla's, right? All right, what else can we do with this build?